Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the Meet Norah video. Say hello with your snack face. Say hello, say hi. Can you wave? I have been wanting to do this video for a while now, but I had to write an outline because every time I tried to do it, I was like all over the place. I would be talking about her 1 month of life and then jump to 6 months of life or something crazy like that. So we're officially doing it today. I have an outline that I'm going to be referring to because that just makes things easier. No guarantee this little thing is going to stay in the frame because she just wants to explore and be free. I'll just give you guys a little information really quick. So Norah is 22.2 pounds as of this morning. I weighed her when I was getting ready. She has hazel eyes. They were like a light blue at birth, but they've changed to hazel, not fully brown. There's like hints of gold and bluish green in there. I think she has like a perfect mixture of Jacob's eyes, which are golden brown, and mine are like a weird blue-green. And she has light brown hair. It's really wispy. It's not really curly or straight. It's just kind of like wherever the wind goes, Norah's hair goes. Wow, she really wants to be free. You want it down? Okay. Freedom! I was trying to think about a way to describe Norah's personality, and I just came up with 3 words to describe her instead. But she is extremely loving. She is very expressive. Like if she has an emotion, you know exactly what it is. There's no questioning as to what emotion she has. And she's also fearless to an extent. The only thing that I've noticed she's kind of scared of is the vacuum. Lately she's been scared of the vacuum, and it's kind of funny because she'll go over and press the button to make the sound go off and then start screaming. Yeah! But let's just get into her 1 to 12 month update. I did it in chunks as of like 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12. So in the beginning, from months 1 to 3, Norah loved skin to skin. She took really long naps during the day. She was overall a really happy baby. She was always hungry, and she developed a witching hour around 1 a.m. every night. That was fun. One of my go-to must-haves during her witching hour was gripe water. I used this one by Little Remedies, but I also used a different brand. This is the Target brand, but I used, it was like Mother's Bliss or something like that, gripe water, and I really liked that one as well. During her first few months of life, she had strange bowel movements, and she took a while to poo immediately after birth, and then after that, from like the first few months, probably until about 3 months, she'd only poo once a week, and I was really worried about that, but the pediatrician said that was completely normal. Some babies are different than others, and that's okay. She really did not like tummy time or baths in the beginning. She just, I don't know, I tried to make it as calm as possible. I also used, after bath time, the lotion we used for her was this calming comfort lotion. It has lavender and vanilla in it, and it's the Aveeno brand. Let's see. There we go. Are you climbing? I feel like this made a difference when we did little baby massages after her bath with lotion. Hello. Around 2 months, she developed some thrush, so we got some antibiotics to fix that up. I really don't know where it came from because I'm a super germaphobe, and I like thoroughly sanitized everything, all of her bottles and pacifiers. Which brings me to my next thing. One of her other must-haves. You okay? One of her other must-haves was this Wubbanub here. It used to have a pacifier on the end. This is just the giraffe one. At 7.5 months, I cut this off cold turkey, and I'll talk about that when we get closer to that time. Another must-have after Norah was born immediately was this folder. I got this folder from Walmart, and you might think like, oh, it's just a folder. How great can it be? Well, all of the paperwork that they give you, I wanted to be more organized with it, so I just kind of did a custom folder for Norah. I got the stickers and these inserts from Target, and I just put her name right here, Norah Grace Julian. It's hidden when the folder's closed, which I really like, but the really cool thing about this folder as well is this. It comes all the way down and it's like a vertical accordion folder. I have different labels in here: miscellaneous, immunization records, insurance paperwork, pediatrician visits, and this one says birth certificate and social security number. I have a long story about why I don't put them in there anymore. It should be kind of obvious, like you shouldn't be carrying around those important files with you. But in the beginning I was doing that, and after one of my pediatrician visits, I left the original folder. This is a newer accordion folder because I had the original on top of my car, and it flew off when I drove away. Total mom brain, just forgot it was on top of my car. And some stranger found it for us, and I met up with them, but I was not about to trust a stranger, and they may have seen Nora's social security number, you know? So I took it out of there after that, and then I had signed up for identity theft insurance just to make sure nobody uses her social security number or her information. Very dangerous. So far, no pings, no one's tried to use it, and if they do, my insurance got covered. So you live to learn. I love this though. This is amazing because when we left the hospital, they gave us a whole bunch of papers, and I was like, oh, let me get my handy dandy notebook, not really, my handy dandy folder, and organize it. I'm the organizing queen. I love making sure I have everything together. One of the other must-haves that I wrote down on my list here is the DockATot. I love the DockATot. It was amazing. It gave me a lot of peace of mind at night when I laid Nora down to go to sleep. I know that the little fabric around the edges, around all of it actually, is 100% permeable, so if she were to turn her face, I knew she'd be able to breathe into the fabric if that happened by accident. Of course, I would have fixed her if I found her like that, but still, peace of mind. The other thing, swaddles were a big deal. We swaddled her for the first 3 months, just like she used the DockATot for the first 3 months. We also had the 4 Moms infant tub. I love that tub. I love doing it in the sink because it was easier for me. I could stand while bathing her, and I loved that they had the water temperature in the tub as well. It's a brilliant design. If you guys are having a baby or you're thinking about what kind of tub to use, get the 4 Moms infant tub. It's the best. We stopped using that a little bit later. I'll discuss that as we go through her months. Look at your hair. We also use the boppy pillow. I have it in here. I have underneath here the white cover. It's a water resistant cover, and then I have this pretty one on top, and I wash them both like every few months because it really doesn't get that dirty, or it doesn't get as dirty as I thought it would. This was a lifesaver because I had a C-section and any abdominal movement was really painful, so I just put it right here when we were nursing, right? You're playing with the two things that are really not toys. Anyway, I had it right here while nursing, and I also use this for tummy time, again, just to kind of lay her down. So if it was tummy time, her head would be right here and she'd be looking out, and if I just wanted her to snuggle in it, I'd have her facing up, laying on her back with her head right here. This thing is amazing, and we still use it all the time. She like snuggles with this often. Moving on to 3 to 6 months. This is where things started to pick up. She became more vocal, smiling, cooing. Let me see, I think that she rolled over. Yeah, she rolled over around 4 months, and she also started blowing raspberries, which I thought was the cutest thing. I just came in one day after her nap, and she was making that sound. I thought it was so cute. She was sitting up on her own, but that was more toward the end of 6 months, and around 4 months is when we started sleep training her. We were talking to our pediatrician, and they said that was the ideal time. Even though she might have been going through a sleep regression, it seemed to be a good time for us as well. Just kind of observing Nora, we could tell it was a good time. Mainly because since she had started rolling, she started rolling every night we laid her in her crib. And at this point, she was out of the DockATot, so she would roll onto her tummy on her own. I knew she was a tummy sleeper, and that would help her sleep. So we started sleep training around 4 months. It took about a week to do. Also during the 3 to 6 months period, we started using a white noise, and I really didn't want to buy one because they were so pricey. So what I did was I found one of my old phones, I plugged it in, put it on the changing table up behind me, and this is the changing table section. And what is that? She's taking everything out of the container that I'm going to show you. Anyway, and then I would have the app on just running all night and whatever sound she slept best to. It seemed like she really liked static, TV static the most. We'd also use rain, the sound of rain, and the vacuum sound, which is funny because now she's scared of the vacuum sound that she's older. It took her about a week until she was sleeping 12 hours through the night. Thank you. Can I have this? Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, okay, you has it back. Okay. Yes. Yes. And then 4 months, we also started baby food. Another must-have around this time was this silicone ice cube tray. It has a lid. It's BPA free as well. And the cool thing about it was I would puree her baby food. I made all her baby food from scratch, and most of it was organic in the beginning because I talked about it in another video, but I was kind of insane in the beginning and I wanted everything to be 100% pure for her. So you just pull mommy's hair out a little bit. I would put the baby food in here, freeze it, and once it was frozen, I would take it out and put it into a gallon baggie labeled with the date and whatever food it was, so I knew. And I made a ton of baby food with just this one because I was patient. I could make it a little bit at a time. I didn't want to buy like 7 of these because it was just unnecessary. And then, yeah, so this was a really cool thing. I got this on Amazon, and I can try to link it if I can find it. I'll try to link it in the description box. You're gonna move the camera? You are so cute. Another must-have around, what was it, from the 3 to 6 month time was these absorbent underpads. I don't have the actual pad. It's in her crib right now. I have her mattress, this pad, and then the fitted sheet over it because around this time we weren't using overnight diapers just yet, and we noticed that she was peeing through her diapers in the night, and it was making a huge mess. And this absorbent pad is amazing. You just lay it underneath. It covers like over half of the crib underneath the fitted sheet. Over half. It covers most of the mattress underneath the fitted sheet. And it's machine washable. So after she had an accident or something would happen, or if she were to rip off her diaper, I could just throw the fitted sheet and the absorbent pad into the washer. Here, let's take off your bow. You're getting a little crazy. You can play with it though, okay? Also around 4 months, actually more towards 6 months, we started using this bib. I got this bib from wish.com. It was like $2. It used to have a little connecting piece here so it would attach around her neck and stay, but she has ripped it off and we have no idea where it is. As of lately, we have not been using this bib, but I love this bib. It was super affordable. The main reason is because when she started eating, toward the end of 6 months, we started giving her foods that she could grab and she started feeding herself. Sometimes the food will drop and this would just catch it and then she would eat it out of her bib occasionally. We don't use it as much anymore because she just rips it off and throws it on the ground. But I liked this in the beginning. Around the same time, around 4 months when we started sleep training her, we also started doing more consistent morning routines and night routines to help get her on a better schedule because her lack of sleeping was really affecting our lives, Jacob and I, so we wanted to get her on a schedule that way we could feel alive again. Another must-have that I don't have with me, it's in the garage because I pack away the clothes that she grows out of, different items, but we used the sleep sack, and it was a thinner cotton material that I was using, a thinner sleep sack. This was during the winter time that she was using it. Once I started using the sleep sack, I noticed that really helped with her sleep as well. We used it every night for a few months. We don't use it anymore. 1, because she grew out of it, and 2, because she uses something else. Moving on, for 6 to 9 months. In between 6 to 9 months, Norah got her 2 bottom teeth. Her 2 bottom teeth came in, and then toward the end of 6 to 9 months, a 3rd bottom tooth came in, and we thought that was really weird. But, you know, every baby is different. She was feeding herself more with her hands than before. She had also regulated to about 3 naps a day, and it was probably a total of 2 hours of sleeping throughout the day, just divided in between 3 naps randomly. At 7.5 months, we cut off this pacifier cold turkey because she was very reliant on it. And I read on the packaging that Wubbanubs are only supposed to go up till 6 months. So we just cut it off at 7.5. It felt like the right time. And we laid her down like we normally do that night when we did it cold turkey. And I gave her giraffe, and she took it, and she kept trying to put it in her mouth, but was making a confused face. We were watching her on the baby monitor to make sure she was okay. She whined just a little bit and then passed out. I think it was honestly the perfect time to take the pacifier away because she didn't fully know that it was gone or didn't miss it. She didn't remember it. I think if we would have gone any longer than that, it would have become a serious attachment issue because we used to take this thing everywhere we went. And it was kind of getting out of hand. This thing would turn black at how dirty it would get often. I used to wash this all the time, and it was just like so stressful about when to wash it because she needed it. And I only had one. I didn't give her, this is the only pacifier she would take. She wouldn't take any other kind. I didn't buy another one. So that was a stressful time. Also around 6 to 9 months, can I see this? She really started being interested in books more often. This is her favorite book. I would say it's still her favorite book. It has been for months. It's called Sleepyheads. It's by Sandra J. Howitt. There was a hair in it. I got this from Walmart. Let's see if it has a price. It was $7.99 from Walmart. It actually might have been on sale. And I think it's super cute. It's just a precious book. And she loves it. She loves flipping through books. Here. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to sneaky get mommy's phone back. Okay, see this? Look, look, Norah, look. She started crawling at about 9 months and 2 days old. And just before that, we had switched the 4Moms tub because she was getting really big and water was going everywhere in the kitchen when she would splash. So we switched over to a ducky tub. It's behind me. I brought it in here so you guys could see. It's just an inflatable tub. In the bottom, it has a little sensor to tell you if it's too hot. There's a little heart sensor. And if the heart goes white, then it's too hot for your baby. And I love that because I'm never 100% sure. And I want to make sure she's okay. Mama. You found my necklace? Another thing that she became attached to between 6 and 9 months was this blanket. I had this blanket when we went to the hospital because it reminded me of one of my childhood blankets. And at first, I don't think that she really cared about it. But over time, she just kind of gravitated toward this. I didn't think she liked it at all. And one day, she just wouldn't let go of it. So I was like, okay. So at about 8 months, we started giving her this blanket. She was still sleeping through the night, 12 hours every night. And it was getting a little colder. It was like winter in Arizona. We didn't even have to have the AC on or anything. Actually, there was times where I wanted to put the heat on because it was getting a little chilly. So we let her have this blanket. She really just kind of like rolls up into a ball and hugs it. Norah. And I'd rather her be attached. If she's going to be attached to anything or something, I'd rather it be a blanket than a pacifier because at least the blanket's not going to be hurting her teeth as they come in and as they're forming. Hello. Hello, princess. Oh my God. You cry, mommy? Oh, gummy love. You're so sweet. Say sweet. Norah, can you say one? Can you say one? One of her biggest favorites for teething was this little star. We have a whole bunch of finger puppets as well that we use in the tub, and she teethes on those the most. I thought that she would be a fan of freezer or cold toys from the fridge to teeth on, but these little plastic toys she likes the most. I'm really careful to make sure there's no mold because this one has a little suction thing, and I clean it like every day because I think that's really gross. So she started crawling at the beginning of 9 months. And she was pulling herself up in the crib around 9 months as well. One of our other favorites for 9 months is this Munch Mitt. I got a 2-pack. I just have this one. You can open it and put food inside. Let's see if I can do it. My hands are weak right now. Okay. This was one of our favorites when she was about 8 to 9 months. I was doing like chunks of fruit in here, or avocado or banana, and I put it, you just put the fruit or whatever inside of here, close it, and then hand it to the baby. Usually they would grab it here, or Nora will grab it here. Hi. And then she would munch and suck the fruit out because there's a little mesh right here she could get it out of. Here you go. There you go. You took everything out. So moving on to her 9 to 12 months, like to where she is now, we have a lot of the same stuff is the same. She still likes her blankie. We had to upgrade to a Dom sound machine. We had to buy one. I was really trying not to buy one, but the phone we were using had broke. Just kind of like fell apart and stopped working altogether. It was an older phone, so I'm not completely upset. But we bought the Dom sound machine, and we've been using that for a few months. She doesn't have any issues with the Dom sound machine compared to the baby app noise. Even though they sound a little different, she still sleeps the same. Can I have my hair back? Thank you. What's this? Alright, what's this? Where's Nora? Also around 6 to 9 months, she started playing peekaboo. It's the cutest thing, and she still loves playing peekaboo all the way to where we're at now, which is almost 12 months. The other thing that we use, you can have it. All right, you can have it. The other thing was around 10 months, she got her first really bad cold, and she was super congested to the point where she couldn't breathe very well when she was sleeping at night, so she would continuously wake up. So I brought her humidifier. I have a humidifier in here. You can't see it in the camera view, but I use the humidifier at night along with these eucalyptus drops. I would put a little bit of these in there so she could breathe better. I was also using a eucalyptus baby rub. It wasn't Vicks. I was actually using an all-natural one that I found at Fry's. And we were using the nose Frida because of how congested she was and she couldn't breathe at night. She's holding it, otherwise I would show you, but it's a little snot sucker thing. It's really gross. I told myself when she was a newborn that I'd probably never buy it, and I thought it was the grossest thing ever. But it worked like a charm. Yes, it's gross, but yes, it works, you know. It's kind of like one of those things where you're thinking, is it worth it to have my baby suffer and not sleep? No, nothing's worth that. So you bite the bullet and you buy the nose Frida. That's what happened with us. Another must-have for 9 to 12 months is this little Munchkin snack bucket. When you have snacks inside, you tip it upside down. They don't fall out like very easily. If you try hard enough, you can get 1 or 2 to fall out. But Nora can stick her hand in and grab snacks, and then when she pulls it out, these little soft plastic rubbery pieces prevent other snacks from coming out and prevent spilling. Wow! How do you like your ducky? She loves sitting in here even though she's too big now. You're too big, baby! Yeah! These little containers are perfect, especially when I'm driving. We just recently went on a road trip, and I can just hand this back to her. And as long as she doesn't check the actual container itself, she can feed herself snacks. Saves my life. Because I'm not going to just hand her the container of Puffs or whatever baby snack I'm giving her. That would be a disaster. Also, during 9 to 12 months, she dropped a nap. She's down to 2 naps a day. Each nap will be either anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour each. And we started baby-led weaning. I gave her larger pieces of food for her to eat and really watched her, make sure she was okay. I gave her like thin slices of banana, thin slices of avocado. I started giving her pasta, green beans, cooked. Everything's cooked and liquid, of course. Yeah? Around 10 months, when she was becoming a better crawler, her 2 top teeth just popped through. The only real symptom that she had to show me she was teething was a low-grade fever. She wasn't really fussy at all. And generally, she's a happy, happy, happy baby. Currently, she walks with assistance from Jacob or I, or we have this little baby walker, and she'll walk with that as well. So at 11 and a half months, we started transitioning her to whole milk. We would go about 1 ounce of whole milk to 3 ounces of formula, and then slowly but surely make our way to straight whole milk. So as we ran out of formula, we were just about to run out of formula a week ago, and she is currently 11 months and 29 days today. When we decided when the formula would run out, since she's so close to being 12 months, that we just wouldn't buy anymore, and we would put her 100% on whole milk. I double checked with my pediatrician, and she said that was completely fine as well. I feel like pediatricians don't really tell you anything about transitioning off of bottles to whole milk. So I did a lot of like Googling to figure that out, as well as calling my doctor, but I wanted to know what other people were doing as well. She can stand up from the ground by herself with like no assistance. She'll be just sitting on the ground and she can stand up on her own. But she doesn't walk yet. And she can stand for a few seconds before she sits back down. I think that she'll be walking any day now, probably right after she turns 1. She'll start walking. Really slow, but she'll go. You want this? Oh, are you getting tired? Are you getting tired? Where's Norah? Peekaboo! There she is. Where's Norah? Peekaboo! Where's Norah? Where's Norah? Peekaboo! There she is. Where's Norah? Peekaboo! Some last things for 9 to 12 months were that she really loves her reflection. She has a mirror right here, and she loves to see herself and ink all over it. What's wrong? Is it almost nap time? So the other thing for 9 to 12 months that I've noticed is she really loves seeing other babies and talking to other babies, really just babbling. It's the cutest thing. Whenever she sees her cousin, she won't see her cousin as much anymore because she moved to Colorado. But whenever she would see her cousin, she would just go crazy and follow him around and have the biggest smile on her face. It was so cute. You love your cousin Cody? Do you miss Cody? It's about nap time now. Nora's gonna lose it any minute. So I just wanted to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. I will be vlogging for her first birthday. I'm so excited. All right, Nora, let's say bye. Say bye. Smile. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.